Hello friends, this is Munish, your dev host. Today I'm going to show you how to install the VirtualBox. And once we install the VirtualBox, we'll also try to install some of the operating system within it. So you might ask, what's the use of the VirtualBox? Why someone would like to install the VirtualBox? That's a pretty good question. So why? Because there could be a so what is virtual machine? Virtual machine is something which provides you facility. You can launch multiple operating system within your own operating system. Like this is the Windows system which you are working on, and you might want to install, let's say, Ubuntu on top of it. Maybe you are a developer. You want to test some functionality, or maybe you are a tester. You want to test something, or maybe you are a DevOps guy. You want to test something which is not supported by your host operating system, which is Windows system. You would ideally like to install another virtual machine within your machine so that you should be able to install your piece of software and test that particular piece of the application, right? That's pretty cool, isn't it? So so that's why we may require the VirtualBox. So VirtualBox may not be the only solution. There are other options are there in the market which you can use. VMware is another great example. So here we are going to see the VirtualBox. Let's see how to install and use the VirtualBox. So first of all, you would like to install the VirtualBox on your operating system. So you would like to search for the go to Google and search for the VirtualBox. So once you see the VirtualBox website, head over to VirtualBox. There they have rebranded this VirtualBox website. So you need to go to the downloads button and you start download your VirtualBox depending on whichever platform you're working on. Maybe if you are working on the Windows, you'll want to install the VirtualBox for the Windows. Similarly, if you are working on a Mac OS, go for one of these options depending upon what kind of processor your Mac OS is using. If it is the Intel based, go for this one. If it is your M1, M2, or M3, or any of the M generations, you need to install this particular version. And also, like if you are on Ubuntu or Solaris or any other operating system, may need to choose the installer for your particular system. Here we are on the Windows system, so I'm going to choose the Windows host. So click on here, so it will start the download. Once this is downloaded, I would also like you can download the VirtualBox extension pack. So you might ask, what's the VirtualBox extension pack? VirtualBox extension pack is the add-on package on top of the VirtualBox. It provides quite a few functionality, like it may enable the USB on your VirtualBox, so all the USBs which are available on your whole system may appear here. It may provide some of the other functionality as well in your VirtualBox. Maybe you want to maximize your guest operating system, so that's where VirtualBox extension pack is pretty handy. So go for this one, accept and download. Once you have this one, yeah, you are ready to go. Go to the installer file location, start to install the VirtualBox. Oh, looks like it needs Visual C++ redistributable. Please install and restart the installation of VirtualBox. Okay, let's see. VirtualBox needs the Microsoft Windows 2019, 2019 redistributed. Okay, let me search for it. Microsoft 2019 redistributor package x60. Okay, so here, see, yes, I'm running on the 64-bit of the Windows, so I think this is going to be the most appropriate for this me. So I'll go for this one. Let it run. Install every Yes, successful close. So I'll need to relaunch the VirtualBox installation once again. Let's see, complete it. Next. Okay, here we go. Now I can start to install the VirtualBox. Go next. USB support, networking driver. Typically, you would like to install all of the dependencies. So yeah, go for this one. Warning: network interfaces. Installing the VirtualBox networking feature will reset your network connection temporarily and disconnect you from the network. Okay, so it intermittently disconnects your network interface for one time. So you might be aware of this one. Like for example, if you're downloading a big file in the background, and if you try to do, your network might be disturbed because of this one. So you should be aware of this particular problem. Okay, go for it. Now, accept all the defaults. I'm going to go for the install option. Hmm. So this option start the Oracle VirtualBox after the installation. Let's let it be taken off. Finally, we have installed the Oracle VirtualBox. On the left, you'll see the tools, and on the right, you'll see the screen, welcome screen. So basically, what happens, guys? Like it will list all the operating system which you are going to install here under this particular section on the left side, and on the right, you'll see the properties of that particular VirtualBox. We'll see how does it goes. So okay. There is one particular dependency for this VirtualBox to be installed and running properly, which is within the BIOS. Your option for the virtualization need to be enabled. If it is not enabled, if you try to start your virtual machine, it will break up. So how you can check whether this is enabled or no? So you have to go to the task manager, more details, go to performance under the CPU, click on the CPU. You will see virtual processor. So you'll see virtualization is one of the option here. It should show it. Why this is not showing to me? Because I'm running this particular operating system on a VirtualBox, so that's why it's not showing me that option. But yeah, I mean, I had the option enabled, which makes me enable to install the VirtualBox. So if it is not enabled for you, what you need to do, you need to go to the BIOS setting of your operating system and enable your services from there. So once you do that, yeah, you should be able to install it. Basically, you need to go to the BIOS option for your particular operating system. Typically, this is when you restart your operating system, you will need to repeatedly press the button F2 or delete or escape to enter in the boot mode. Once you go to the boot mode, you'll know to go to the CPU option, and then that there would be a virtualization option there. You need to enable that particular option and save and exit, and then if you try to run your machine, it should work properly. So it's working for me. I'll try to install the virtual machine here. There are quite a few options to install the operating system. You can install the operating system by means of the VDI, and you can also install the virtual machine using ISO. So ISO is just like CD drive, which you insert in your operating system and it starts to read. And the other one is, so what happens when you insert the CD drive into your system? Operating system try to load, and it will install the operating system into the hard drive attached to the virtual machine, and that's where your next time when you boot your machine, your operating system will launch from the hard disk. So that's how ISO works. But there is another way which you can do to install the virtual machine, which is the VDI. And there are particularly certain sites which gives you pre-made hard disk, basically, which you can directly attach to virtual machine. And once you boot up, you do not need to install the operating system. In that case, it will just launch the operating system for you. For example, you need to go search for OS boxes, for example. If you go to the OS boxes, and within that, if you try to search for, you go for the VM images, and under that VirtualBox images, we are working with the VirtualBox. That's why we need to choose the VirtualBox images. If we had been working with VMware images, we would like to go there. But anyways, in our case, I'll go to the VirtualBox. Once you go to the once you go to the VirtualBox, there are all the operating systems which are listed here. So these are the operating systems which you can install with the pre-made media image. In our case, I'm going to install Ubuntu because that's pretty common and very popular. You see there is a option there, VirtualBox media image. You're going to click there. Once you click on this one, so there is a VirtualBox and the VMware and the info is given. So you would like to click the download button that will download the 64-bit version of your Oracle 2410 operating system on your web. And this is the username and the password that you need to use once you are booting up your virtual machine. So the extension is VDI. So once you download it, I have already downloaded it. Probably I'll show you in the next video, not this one. This video I'm going to show you the installation via the OSI ISO method. So yeah, so you'll get a zip file 64-bit. Once you double click it, unzip it, you'll get a file something like this one. This file contains this particular VDI image, virtual disk image. In short, VDI, we say it VDI, and you can directly attach this to your operating system within the virtual box. We'll see this later in the video. This time around, I'm going to show you via the ISO method. Okay, so you need to download the ISO for your particular operating system that you are going to install. As I said, like I'm going to go for Ubuntu. You need to search for Ubuntu, go to the Ubuntu site. Once you go there, you need to download the ISO. So if you go there, first option, desktop, Ubuntu desktop, go for this one, and you need to download the Ubuntu ISO from here. Download 24.4. There should be a latest one. This one. This is the latest version 24.10. I'm going to download this one. Go for whatever is okay for you. I'm going to download the latest. Okay, it started the download. It will download after some time. It says time remaining is 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I'll join you once this download is complete. I'll start the video again so that I should not be wasting your time. Okay, see you in few minutes. Okay, it seems like our download of the ISO is complete now. I'm going to go on the file for ISO. This is my ISO file. Now I need to install the virtual machine, Ubuntu virtual machine using this ISO. Let's go to the virtual machine. So what you're going to do, you are going to create a new here. New means new operating system. I'm going to give it a name Ubuntu 2410 and ISO image. It doesn't matter where it stores. It should have the enough storage where you are going to install. This is the only thing you need to keep in mind. If you have any other location, you can click the drop down, select, go for the other one, choose the proper location. You need to select the ISO image, click the drop down, others, Before I do that, generally what I like to do, I like to keep the all ISO in one particular location. So I'm going to put it here, go to documents, create a folder, ISOs, ISO or OSs. So I will keep all the brand new ISO and VDA files here. Yeah, okay. So now you create the new create Ubuntu. You need to give it a name, any name you can give. I'm going to install the Ubuntu operating system, so I'm giving a name that should show me what operating system I'm going to install. Click on the others, go to the downloads, documents actually. Select the ISO file which I just downloaded. Click on this one, addition, type, subtype, and the version you do not need to select, it detects automatically. Okay. You do not need to click the skip unattended installation. That's okay. Unattended, when this is checked, the unattended install is disabled and selected ISO is mounted on the VM. Okay, we are not going to do that. Just go for the next one. Here you can customize your username. For example, you can give the name uh, my name because I'm installing, so I would like to click my name. Try to keep the password as hard as possible to guess, but here I'm working on the my operating system and working for the demo purpose, so I think I can go for simple password. Only thing is that it should match the passwords. I'm using the student as the password and the simulator. And the host name doesn't matter, let it go Ubuntu 2410. Domain name is actually not required, but let it go. So also there is an option for guest edition. As I told you initially, guest edition will provide a host of other functionality which are not may not be necessary, but these are good to have it, and this will actually make your working on the operating system virtual machine a real gem of the experience. So I would say that click this option and go for the next. Now you have to choose the hardware and the base processor, how much configuration you would like to use. Let's see. I mean, we are installing it. What does the operating system base minimum requirement is? So if you go to the page, you'll see what are the requirements, system requirement. It basically requires 2 gigahertz of the dual core processor, 4 GB of RAM, and 25 hard disk it requires. So these are the basic requirement. This you absolutely must satisfy. So better you provide higher the value as higher as possible, because that will make your development experience smooth. I'm going to give it to approximately 4 GB and the number of processor, let's give 2. I have 8 CPU, so 2 CPU are you do not need to enable the special OSs. So it says when check the guest will support the extended framework interface which is required to boot certain OSs. Non-EFI OSs will not be able to use. Maybe as far as if I'm correct, like when you are installing your virtual machine on the Mac OS operating system with the uh, ARM based architecture, you may need to click this option, but I need to double check it. But for other cases, like you do not need to do this. So because I'm on the Windows, there is no special requirement. I'll go to the next. Okay, go to the next. Now there is another option, create the virtual hard disk. Virtual hard disk, there are 3 options. One is to create the virtual hard disk now, and there's an existing virtual hard disk. You can use that. And there's another one which you might have created as a part of operating system installation of another virtual machine, and there's do not add a virtual hard disk. If you go for the third one, it will not have the hard disk at all in your virtual machine. You can assume what will happen once you click this option. So only option your system will boot is with only the ISO, and you will not be able to write anything on that particular operating system. So I would say that do not go with this one. You may go this one if you have previous hard disk, but here as I do not have any, I'll go with this one. And with the 25 GB, you may choose the bigger amount than this one. That's okay. Let's see, we'll go with the 30 GB. Going with the 30, and you can click this option as well, which is pre-allocate full size. So basically there are difference. If you do not click this one, that means like if operating system for example requires 10 GB as a bare minimum, it will use the 10 GB of the space of this allocated 30 GB, and remaining 20 GB would still be available. So but if you click this particular option, it will occupy all the 30 GB, whereas it's only utilizing 10 GB, but it will still occupy all the 30 GB in that case if you click this option. So what is the benefit if you do that or do not do that? If you do not click this one, let it go on the default one, your operating system or your virtual machine speed might be a little bit less. Also, the defragmentation might not will be required when you do not click this option. And also, when you click this option, you will get better performance, but it will be bad because your all hard disk would be occupied. So later on, if you might be trying to install the another operating system, you might not be able to utilize the same hard disk. You may require a new hard disk in that case. So I would say that for most general purposes, you should not click this option and go for the next, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so this is the summary. This you can go and research whatever configuration we have done. So this summarizes everything. Go for the next one. We do not have any next. I'll go for the finish. Click on finish. So at this stage, we have some problem. Let's see what's the problem. It says powering up VM, Ubuntu not Hyper-V signature, one name not available. Okay. Seems like we are having a problem, and to me it looks like this may be a problem because I'm trying to install the VirtualBox on a VirtualBox machine. You see, this Windows operating system is on a VM. That's why I may be getting this because virtualization may not be supported. Nested virtualization may not be supported. Okay, what I'll do, I'll stop my installation here. I'll come back with you, join you, and start to do the installation on my host operating system. Okay, see ya later. I'll come back. See ya. There are too many VMs. So this is the screen of my host operating system, VirtualBox installed on my host operating system. So here I'm going to install the Ubuntu virtual machine which I was going with you previously. So as you can see, I have tried to download the ISO file again on my host operating system, and after installing the host operating, I can start to install this particular Ubuntu operating system with the help of this ISO. Okay, let's go to the VirtualBox once again, and okay, click the new um, Ubuntu 24 and this is okay, and I need to select my ISO. Select the other. I'll go to the documents. I'll go to devices. I'll select my operating file. Once I selected, I do not need to select the edition. It has detected Linux, Ubuntu, and Ubuntu 24. Okay, I'm going to not check the skip unattended. I'll go to the next step, which is unattended install. Again, I need to create my username. I'm creating it username with my name, and any simple password will do. Ideally, you should create the complex password, but yeah, this is just for demonstration. So I'll keep the simple password here, and this is my host name. It's okay. Domain name doesn't matter. I'll also try to install the. I will recommend to install the guest edition. And once you do that, you need to select the guest edition ISO which is on the system. So guest edition is, I might not have guest edition. Okay, I need to install the guest edition here on my operating system. So let's go back and VirtualBox. Go to the VirtualBox website. In the box, a separate download. Once I have this, need to do it. I already have this. Install. Favorite. Having this one. Okay. Ubuntu 24. Okay, I'm not sure why it's trying to search for the ISO file only. It should be able to pick up the essential VBox ext. Anyways, we can install the extension calculator as well. But this is already clear. Should give me an option to select the. Okay, anyways, just click this one, go to the hardware. I'm going to select the 4 GB. I have not much RAM available on my host operating system, and also a 6 CPU. This I need not to be clicked. And again, this is the same thing. I'm going to create a new hard disk now. After this, I need to quickly 35 GB for example. Now, hard media image created with full size now. It's fine. Finish it up. So once you have this, okay, so now you're going to install the, I didn't click the option within time, so it's going to install the trial version only. What I'm going to do, I'm click this, I'm going to power off the machine and start it again. Start, you can do the normal start, you can do start from here as well. Whatever suits you best, you can do that. Um, use your mouse and choose the first option, try or install Ubuntu. sure you are able to see hear that one or only me. Okay, it seems like Ubuntu is installed now. It's auto rebooting the system, guest operating system. So let's see where it's what it's doing there. Okay, it seems like it has installed finally, and I'm going to try to log in now with my password. Yep, I have been able to log in. This is a pleasant surprise. I remember like previous versions of the Ubuntu when I had to install it, there was a lot of configuration values I had to give. No, what happened this time? I didn't have to enter anything once I started games. Earlier, I had to select the language option. I had to select the date format option, and quite a few options I had to choose. But this time around, I don't know where the things have turned around. It didn't ask me any of those things. It straight away installed the guest operating system, which is good for. Let's see what else it says. Help improve Ubuntu. No, I do not want to share my data. Show legal report. Next, next, finish. Yeah. So here we have uh, the operating system ready for us to use. So you see in the background we have the Ubuntu as running, and this is our guest operating system. Let me try to make it big, full screen. Okay, we see like there is a problem here. We do not see this is going big size, full screen. So what we can do, there is an option, we can choose the full screen mode, and for this one there is a shortcut also assigned post plus F. What is post? Post is key. If you see towards the right, you see the right control. So this right control is the um, post key. Post key. So that means you have to press your right control on your keyboard plus F to select this option. Otherwise, you go here on the view menu. You can also go to full screen menu here. So the virtual machine will now be switched to full screen mode. You can go back to window mode, pressing the post F, which is the right controller. Okay, fine. Okay, I selected it, but unfortunately, it didn't go full size as well. So what we need to do, we need to okay, exit out of this full mode. Now we need to install the guest edition. Once you install the guest edition, and after that, if you try to do the full screen, it should go to the full screen automatically. There is another option which we can see, auto resize guest replay. This one is also not doing anything. That's fine. Let's go to the optical drive, VirtualBox. You see this option? We need to choose this one or this one. Let's say choose this one, install guest edition CD image. Once I do this, so, oh, here we go. So we have got this particular CD here. This is loaded. Now I try to do new mode. Need to install it basically. Click this one, fail to mount, media, furnish, VBox 3. I think why we are not able to run this CD, because this is CD only, it doesn't has any storage. We need to copy this to a temporary location and install it from there. We can select this option as well. Let's see what it says. And it's asking me password, enter, section on compressing, visit not found, visit okay, close this window. Basically, let's do one thing. Let's update this particular operating system, then we can try it. Open in terminal, right click, open in terminal, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. So guys, this is the command for updating your guest operating system. If this is Ubuntu, it should update it. My password. Okay. Let's try to install now. Okay, still did not work. Now there is one package, sudo apt install build essential, I think. Okay, it seems like I need to restart my system. So I'm going to do this is only going to restart the guest operating system. That's fine. I'll be back once this is restarted. In fact, I do not need to go. I'll be here. Let's try to run it again. Okay, seems like it's installing now. So we did two things here. One is the updating our system, which is sudo apt get update and sudo apt upgrade. And the second option we took sudo apt install build essentials. So let's see what does it says. Building the kernel module 6 generating kernel module will not be replaced just until the system is restarted or this is triggered. Kernel modular services so okay, so what we need to do, we need to restart the operating system once again. So let's do it. Okay, how we can restart? There is one option. We can go to the machine and we can select the option. Select the Ubuntu option. Okay, starting now. Okay, now we can start to do the auto resize guest display. So this has worked now. because the guest edition is installed, we can make our screen bigger. Or we can do another one thing. We can go for the full screen mode. So this will occupy the complete screen. See, this is just like the complete operating system which you can use. I hope it should be okay. Okay, if you need to go back to previous condition, how do you go? There is no menu, nothing. What you need to do? You can still go to the bottom of the here, and within that you will see the option here. So you can click this option, restore option. Once you do that, you can do the guest design window display once again, and once you do that, yeah, you can restart it.
So guys, we have seen how to install the guest operating system. Now after the guest operating system is installed, we'll try to start our guest operating system. Let's see how does it goes. Are we able to maximize the screen or no? We're going to see that, plus we'll also see quite a few functionality like drag and drop and clipboard functionality. Normally that wouldn't work if you do not have the extension pack installed. We have already have the extension pack installed, so that means those functions we should be able to utilize. But we'll see. There are two things we are trying to see now, whether we are able to maximize the screen. The second one is drag and drop and the shared clipboard functionality. Let the window load and we'll be starting after that. Okay, after the system is loaded, let's see if the functionality of copy paste is working from the host system or not. I have copied some of the text. Let's see if I'm able to copy it to the host operating system or no. Let's see. So I'm not able to copy right now. I'm pressing the control V, but nothing is getting changed. If I try to copy this text, let's see if I'm able to copy in the guest operating system or no. If I come here, control V, so yeah, it's not working here as well. Okay, let's see if we are able to do the full screen or no. Yeah, full screen is working, but share clipboard and the drag and drop functionality may not be working. So what we need to do, we need to go to the um, VirtualBox manager. We have to shut down this operating system. We'll come back again after we change a setting in the virtual manager. Okay, I'm shutting it down. Go to the VirtualBox manager, and if you go to the VirtualBox manager, you'll see the there is a settings button there, and if you go to the advanced, there is a shared clipboard and drag and drop. You have to click it by direction for uh, clipboard to work both way and the drag and drop to work both way. That's what you need in most of the situation. I'm trying to start my operating system. Let's see if I can do the share clipboard and drag and drop this time or no. Okay, let's copy some of the text from here. From the host operating system, let me copy here and try to paste in the text box. Yeah, it's working. Now I'm just testing the reverse direction. Guess drag and drop failed. Maybe we need to install the guest operating system once again. Okay, so we'll do it. Um, Copy anything. Now we're testing if we are able to copy from here to there or no. So if I copied, try to paste something, yeah, copy anything, yeah, this is working. So we are able to work the clipboard both way. Similarly, we can make this happen. We can uh, make the drag and drop work both way. It should work both way. In my particular case, there might be some problem, but it should work normally. Okay, see ya guys. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know how did you like this video, and also let me know your comments, your thoughts. What do you think about this presentation? And also let me know if you want um, any other topic to be covered by me. I'll make a separate video for that. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.